What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Drill. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this play that beats every single zone coverage in Madden 24. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So I am in the Eagles offensive playbook. Again, I'm in the Eagles offensive playbook. But this play should be found in just about every single other bunch offset formation. So make sure you are checking your formation. So this video, I'm gonna try to make it super short, super simple, and I also have gameplay. I have, I think it's 2 clips that I have where I use this play, the same setup, and I show you that it works inside a game. Some of you guys love when I do detailed explanations. Some of you guys like when I make it short and sweet. So I'm trying to find a good balance. So if you feel like this video is balanced, let me know. If you feel like it's not balanced, let me know, because I want to be able to please both sides. So anyways, last thing I want to say is if you're interested in any ebooks, please check out the website, allthingsmadden.com. The link is in the description. I do have 2 formations on there. I'm working on putting 3-3 nickel 3-3 ebook on there, so just be on the lookout for that. I'll make an announcement about that when as soon as it's up and ready. So just wanted to let you guys know that all that is into effect. So without further ado, man, let's go in and dive right into this video. I had to put my phone on silence, but going to dive right into this video. So as far as the defense, I want to show you guys just what a meta defense. So we're going to be out of the nickel 3-3, and I'm going to take you guys through cover 3, cover 2, and cover 4 drop. And then what we're going to do is switch over and I'm going to show you match coverage as well. So let's go on and get into it. So we're going to start off with cover 4 drop. And again, it's bunch offset. And the play that we're going to be talking about is this corner out dig. So theoretically, you want to run your bunch to the wide side. So that's why I do have it here. But it's not mandatory. It's just you want to run to the wide side. Now, I did say this defense, this offensive play beats every single zone coverage. But if your opponent plays a hard flat, they're going to be able to stop this little scheme. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because I want you to see exactly how it all gets schemed together. So I'm gonna do worst case scenarios. So this is actually worst case scenario with this defense. So what I'm gonna do is we want to take X, put them on the streak, and we want to motion over circle. That is literally all that we have to do, and we're going to be able to expose every single zone coverage. They're going to have to play a hard flat to stop this. They have no choice, and I'm going to show you that this is actually the hardest coverage that you'll see as far as zone coverage, and it's when they play cover 4 and they press. But I chose the Packers specifically for Jaire Alexander because I want to show you that even though he is one of the top cornerbacks in the league, he actually doesn't even get a reaction out of this just because of the route concept. And the reason why is because this corner route is going to force him to have to respect it. That's why he turns this way and faces it, and that's going to allow us to have this dot. So I also widen out this guy so you can tell that the purple just won't get there. They cannot play purples and actually cover that. They're going to have to zone drop this guy at 0 or possibly 5 depending on who they are. But 0 will definitely help out, but 5 will be great because at 5 they'll be about right here, which will take it away. 0 will be about right here, so they may, I wouldn't test it out, but anyways, they're gonna have to do that if they want to stop this style of play. So next thing I want to show you is versus cover 3. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you what hard flats look like, but again, hard flats is what we want them to play. When you run bunch, you want your opponents worried about the hard flats, because if they're worried about the hard flats, all of our other routes are going to be available for us to run. So anyway, I just want to show you cover 3 that we're still going to be able to throw that out there. And what I'm doing is when you throw that ball out there, you want to pass lead to the sideline and you want to go ahead and make a possession catch. So I hope I'm not getting too detailed with this, but essentially you just want to pass lead to the sideline and you want to hold X to possession catch it, and it's just stealing yards at that point. So now, what your opponent may try to do if they don't want to play hard flats is they'll actually play cover 2. So if they play any style of cover 2, it doesn't matter which cover 2 they play, we're going to have this open. So even if they play cover 2 or hard flats, we'll still have it open. But the read is going to be different. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to read R1. So look at R1 and notice just how wide open that is, and just notice how we're going to have a lot more room to work. So one thing I haven't been doing is letting the play progress so you can see if that's not open, but I'll just talk to you quickly about it in replay. So what's going to start happening when you run this is that your opponent's going to start drifting this way some. So there's a couple things I like to do if I notice my opponent is just drifting way too far over here. The first one, you have the option to hit this in route. It all depends on, you know, what their zone coverage are. Sometimes you have this in route open. And the next thing I like to do is I like to take triangle right here and I actually put him on either an option route or a curl. A lot of times I like to put the curl and then X on a streak, and that way we'll have a check down option if we need it. So one of my other favorite styles to do. So real quick, I want to show you what it looks like versus a hard flat. So let's say this is worst case. This is literally worst case scenario defense where they have a hard flat. And I just want to show you that a hard flat will actually do its job and actually cover this. It all depends on who they have out there actually. So sometimes you still can throw that. So hard flats, it all depends on who they have. If they have like a zone KO type of person, then a lot of times they'll actually be able to, they'll get a good animation. But if they have somebody that doesn't have good zone coverage, then this will happen a lot, where even if they put a hard flat, he just won't get there. That's just how glitchy this little speed out route is. So it all depends on who they have, because sometimes they have lurker, they may be able to let them get there. If they have acrobat, I don't know. So, you know, it just depends on who they have. So they're gonna have to do a lot to get them to play that. They have to literally go in zone drop. It's just really that good of a play. So real quick, I'm gonna show you versus cover 3, just to show you cover 3 hard flats, and then I'm actually going to take you and show you some match coverage. So we're just gonna drift that way, and then that's gonna let us get that little dot. So you can tell that we got out of bounds, but if you notice that it's gonna be hard for them to get an animation. So one thing I want to show you real quick, you want to run this when you're on that wide side of the field, but in case you're on a short side of the field, which again, I would never recommend you this, please don't run this on the short side. I just at least want you to see what it looks like at least. But again, please don't run this on the short side. It's not what this play is meant for, because look, what happens is we don't have any room. So if you're gonna run this and you're on the short side, which I would never recommend anyway, you literally can't motion them out. You're gonna have to run it right here. And when you do that, just look at how much look at how tight they guard that. So please do not run this to the short side. If you're going to run this, please make sure you are in the middle of the field or to the wide side, because you can run this in the middle of the field. You just can't run it to the short side. So I'll show you this one again. And now when we motion him out, notice how he has a little bit more room to actually make a play out there. So what we can do is we can throw that and then he'll settle up. But even still in the middle of the field, it's still a little sketchy. So please make sure you're on the wide side of the field. But last thing I want to do is just run you through a quick couple match coverage examples, and then we'll show you some gameplay, and that'll be it. And the gameplay is literally like 15 seconds long, so it's not much at all. So I'm gonna show you cover 4 quarters, I'm gonna show you cover 6, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna come out and cover 4 palms, and then we're gonna go right here to corner out dig. So again, you want to go ahead and press, and I'm gonna spy these two just because. And what I'm gonna do is show you my running back, because I really feel like you should put that running back on a route, unless you're scared of getting blitzed. Then go ahead and keep him out. Actually, I didn't even move the ball to this. You want to make sure you're on the wide side of the field, so I forgot to move the ball. But anyways, triangle on the curl, X on the streak, and then we're just gonna go ahead and motion them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and press just to simulate kind of worst case scenario. We'll go ahead and spy our 2 linemen, and we can actually still throw circle. So look at circle, notice how we have that. But what we also have, if we wait, we'll have square in that nice little gap right there. So we have a 2-way read no matter what, and then triangle if we need it. We can playmaker it if we need it. It depends on where we move in the pocket. So just kind of look at triangle. Notice how if we were to grab him, we could playmaker him. And also this is open as well, so the user will have to worry about this. Just keep in mind, these spies are not going to be here in the real game. And the way this 3-rec plays, the 3-rec actually carry the tight end. So if your opponent's trying to user rush you, you can just throw this ball all night long right here. You can throw this all night, boom. And then you also have the option of hitting here or here. So you have a lot of options. So that was cover 4 palms. So let's talk about cover 4 quarters real quick. I know it looks the same, but I promise you it's cover 4 quarters. I'm gonna spy those 2 again, and it's gonna look literally the same exact thing. Motion them out. And I hope you guys like this little this little setup. I find it works really well for me. I just wanted to show you that they just won't get an animation out there. And that was cover 4 quarters. So let me show you cover 6. And then what I'll do is I'll also flip the cover 6 just to show you what it looks like. In case somebody happens to run like a cover 9 style, which is cover 6 but just flipped. But just show you what that looks like. So look at circle, obviously he's wide open, and then what we can do if I don't take a sack right there is just hit square, so we have the nice little dot right there. So last thing I want to show you is cover 6, but I want to show you flipped. So just in case, whoa, that looks crazy, but just understand it is flipped. It's just Madden doing Madden things. But anyways, we'll go ahead and motion them out. Here's our setup right here, and after this I'll go ahead and show you guys some gameplay. So what happened is you tell circle isn't open, but what happens is we'll have R1 just literally wide open. So if they run any type of cover 9, we're just gonna feast all day and night against them. So real quick, I'll go to replay and then we're gonna go straight to gameplay, and that's gonna be the video. So just want to show you that triangle is gonna be open just about against every single coverage. They're just literally gonna have to man this up or user it themselves. And of course, if we wait on this dig route, it'll be open way over here. But I'm gonna go ahead and exit with this, and I'm gonna have the gameplay at the end of the video. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.
You got the sauce, bitch.